Hello guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to another rambling life update from the suburbs of London. Today I kind of wanted to just talk about a few things really about my current situation. So basically, I think the last time I did one of these, it was after I'd just decided that I wanted to come to Taiwan. And since then, quite a few things have happened. So I actually did secure a job in Taiwan teaching English. I'm hoping to do that for a year and then maybe get into some kind of management position after a year. That would be really cool if I could get into management. Oh, sorry guys, noisy car about to go past. But yeah, so they offered me the job, and then something very unfortunate happened, and if you've been watching my other videos you'll know, Taiwan introduced this visa ban for a month, from I believe it was the 19th of May to the 18th of June, which obviously was really gutting, it really sucked. But then they I should explain. They did this visa ban because of this COVID outbreak, which happened because there was this pilot who, basically pilots in Taiwan, they had this law where pilots don't need to quarantine for as long as other people, and so I think he ended up mixing in this hotel with some other staff who then illegally went to some brothel and it spread, or something like that. I don't know, it's all got a bit mixed up now, but anyway, they had this outbreak, they banned visas for a month, and then recently they actually said some quite hopeful news, which is that when the level 3 restrictions in Taiwan end, so will this visa ban. So at least I know that, the Taiwanese are not going to be stuck under this lockdown forever, so at least I know, this ban should end in the next couple of months at some point, hopefully, unless there's another big outbreak. But it does seem to be that the cases are getting under control now. Each day, or each week I should say, they are trending downwards, so that's really good news. So I'm hoping that I will still be able to stay on track, and I'm hoping to move to Taiwan in kind of late July. But yeah, if you saw my work permit video, the process for getting a work permit and visa is just so much effort. But I'm really closing in on it now. I'm actually sending off all of my documents, which I finally collated. I'm sending them off to Taiwan tomorrow via a courier. And basically, once they get there, they're going to apply for my work permit with I don't know whether it's the Ministry of Labour, if that's what it's called, something like that. Anyway, they're going to apply for my work permit, send that back to me, and hopefully by the time I get the work permit, then I can actually apply for the visa. So I'm thinking, if this visa ban does end, then I should be able to go kind of late July. And then I've got my 2 weeks quarantine and my 1 week of self-health management. But something else that happened was quite good, is that the company said that I could teach the kids in Taiwan from my home in the UK while I'm waiting to come to Taiwan, which is amazing because now, I can get paid and get a bit of experience under my belt and show to the company that I'm willing to actually, put the work in. And so over the last week, I've been tutoring these Taiwanese kids. Now they are 7 hours ahead, so that's meant that I've been kind of getting up really early. I think some of the lessons have started at 6:30 in the morning, which is painful, but you get through it, have a coffee or whatever, it's fine. There's not been that many lessons that they're doing remotely for me, so I've been able to handle it, but at first it was quite intense because I was kind of I'd never really taught a class before. I had done individual tutoring, but teaching a class like that, yeah, it's crazy. But the kids were so nice. They're so nice and so cute. They're literally so adorable. I think they're a lot friendlier than British school kids. at least. But there might be because they're sitting in their own homes, they're not distracted by the other kids. I don't know. I'll have to see what it's like when I'm actually teaching them in person, but they've been really good so far. And yeah, it's good, and hopefully I'll start getting paid at some point. I'm just thinking where I should walk to. This is a very suburban area, as you can see. Everywhere kind of looks the same. Although these houses are very nice. But yeah, I just really need this visa ban to end. It's caused a lot of anxiety and stress and stuff. And when I get to Taiwan, it'll be great. I feel like I'll have been reborn, the stress will melt away. No, I'm joking, it won't be like super easy, but it will feel great when I finally arrive. I think that'll be a very happy day for me, the day I actually arrive in Taiwan and I know I'm there. And even though I have to sit in a quarantine hotel for 2 weeks, you're there, you've made it. And I think it's just waiting for that day to come that is just kind of agonizing. Just waiting and waiting. I've done so much waiting. I first released that video after my girlfriend and I broke up back in like April, right? So what is it now? It's getting into late June, and I'm still here. I think in that video I said, I'm gonna leave in mid-May, I think I said. Well, that was obviously ridiculously optimistic. But yeah, hopefully late July, that's what we're looking at. So that's it, I think. Is there anything else? Oh, that's the other thing. I've been speaking to, kind of getting to grips with the YouTuber community in Taiwan, and at least the kind of foreign YouTuber community in Taiwan. And it's amazing, I think there is this space in Taiwan for YouTubers to really grow, because I think, you look at countries like Japan, right? You've got Chris Broad, you've got Joey the Anime Man, you've got Sharla, you've got Tokidoki, I can't pronounce her name. All these big channels, and I think it's a bit saturated, whereas Taiwan, there really is this space. And yeah, there are big channels, obviously, Life in Taiwan and stuff, but what's really interesting is how all the channels, how connected they all are to each other. I had no idea, but people actually get really connected through YouTube, and that's something that's quite cool. It is an amazing social media tool. It really does connect people to each other. At least it kind of connects YouTubers to each other, So that's something I've really enjoyed. And I want to do a shout out to Annie Io. I think that's how you pronounce her surname. But yeah, that's ANNIE space AIYO. She's doing live streaming every single day, and I've been really enjoying her streams. She's just, daily life in Taiwan, kind of, I think before she was doing kind of advice on visas and things like that. Sorry, another car passing. But she's great, yeah, give her a watch as well. But who are my favourite YouTubers? Let me think. Well, recently I've been speaking with, I think a channel's called Travels with Nami, and I'm sorry if I've butchered your name, Nami, but that's Nami. It should pop up when you look for it. I've been really enjoying her and her, she and her husband's vlogs. I think, sorry, these cars are so loud. Out in, I think he's her husband. Sorry if you're not actually married, but yeah, they've been going to Wulai, they've been touring all around Taipei, they've been going to all these really lovely places, and, these channels, they are an inspiration to me. I don't know, maybe one day I will be able to make, videos that are like that. And maybe I'll actually reveal my face at some point. Not while I'm in the UK though, because I think most of the crazies that I know are in the UK. So I'll probably wait until I get to Taiwan to reveal my face. But who else? Let me think. Well, obviously Life in Taiwan, you know, the big ones, right? Prozzy, Life in Taiwan. Love those guys, they're amazing. Kayla Cosmos, she's great as well. Wes Davies, his channel is so chill. Like, he's the chillest guy. Although actually there's someone more chill than him. Cole Fogel, he lives in Kaohsiung, I think. He's like got the most soothing, chill videos. He's like how can I describe him? He's like a yogi, you know. I mean, I don't actually know if he actually is a yogi, but like, he's incredibly chilled out, and his videos are calm. But at the same time, you know, they're not boring. That's the thing. They're like, it's this great balance. He does these in-depth interviews with people, and I really like his videos a lot. Gosh, I'm sorry, this is so rambling, but you know, whether this is it. You know, this is what you get with freestyle talking and vlogging and walking videos. So, you know, deal with it. But I hope you've enjoyed the scenery of the London suburb. Jeez, look at it. It's so just dead. Like, yeah, it's pretty. Like, I get it, it's pretty, but it is a bit boring. And when you're living, I am living with my parents. When you're living with your parents, temporarily, I want to add, okay, for most of the last sort of 6 years, I haven't lived with them. But you know, when you're locked up in a house like that, you know, most of the day, it does feel a bit isolated. And I think there's something about, I don't know, this is a theory of mine. The houses, I think in Britain, the way that everything's laid out, it sort of pushes towards a very individualist, isolated way of living. You know, you have your house, your plot of land, your castle, whatever. Whereas in Taiwan, maybe because of the lack of space or whatever, people are kind of bunched in together. So they actually end up communicating with each other a lot more. I have a feeling that community is pushed a lot more as well. But I know that is also because of the kind of slightly more collectivist culture that they have, compared to Britain's more like liberal, what's it called again? Individualist culture, yeah. Well, don't get me wrong, Taiwan is a liberal country. It's just slightly more collectivist, I would say. Sorry, I'm rambling again. Oh my gosh, I need to stop. But I hope you've enjoyed this little thing. Check out some of the channels I've mentioned. I know there's ones that I've missed out. But you know what? When you find one channel, YouTube starts to recommend you all the other ones as well. And then you get sucked in. And then you're watching like every single Taiwanese foreign YouTuber. And it's just this fantastic ecosystem of relatively small channels. Like, obviously 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 is not small, but like, if those are really the biggest ones that there are, not counting the native YouTubers, you know, actual Taiwanese YouTubers, but that's a slightly different market, I would say. If you compare the foreign YouTuber community in Taiwan to that of Japan, it's a lot less developed, and there is a vacuum there. There is an empty space for new channels to grow into, and I think that's really exciting. And I think as Taiwan becomes more popular as a holiday destination after COVID and all of that, you will start to see people really going for it, you know. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you on the next video. And maybe, who knows, maybe on the next life update video you won't be looking at boring suburbs, but exciting Taiwanese Taipei streets, okay? So thank you guys, and I'll see ya. Bye.